Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for June 2018. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You have planets. I have quite a few planets in Aquarius. You may be looking in on someone that you love. So maybe this will help give you a better understanding over. But remember, if you're just intuitively guided also, I don't know, like sometimes I want to say give your spirit guides credit. You know what I mean? Because it's about listening to our intuition, right? And who we click on. And it's not always in the title. Remember that. Sometimes you'll see the numbers and you add the numbers up and that number means something to you. There's many different signs that you can be given, synchronicities that you can be given to decide which reading to listen to. Okay, what I want to do is I want to open your reading up because we're going to use the Tarot Illuminato, which I use all the time, and the guidebook, which, to be honest, I never read the guidebooks because I really read intuitively, but I really just started like reading this, and I love the description that is written by Kim Huggins and Eric C. Dunn, or June, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to read to you what the card that really symbolizes Aquarius, what your sign really stands for. So of course you're the star, and it's called the Guiding Light of Renewal in this book. And I'm just going to go ahead and read. There will always be times of darkness, yet there will never be a time when light is truly absent. Weary traveler, I offer you the chance to quench your thirst and soothe your fire-burned body in the deepest pools of the world. Upon the surface they reflect the starlight above, and beneath the house the well of healing and rejuvenation. I was there in the beginning when the Creator fixed the stars within every being and sent them down to earth in trails of fire. You are meteor-born shooting stars streaking brilliant golden fire across the heavens and leaving your marks upon the world. And some of you are lucky enough to have your soul's immortality reflected by the constellations at night and the tales of men. Yet it is so easy to let your light grow dimmer, too easy to cause the lights of others to do the same. And when we see the light fading in the world, it is I that descends, following the path you blazed all those eons ago, to usher in a new dawn of awakening, to soothe the wounded world. Will you be the one who welcomes me, star-born one? Will you be the one who proclaims the age of peace and harmony? Wow, I think you will, and I think you are. And, I truly feel that about Aquarius. So, much like the Hermit, I don't know, it's just a real importance to your life. Well, I'll go ahead and read you what the themes and concept says. Healing, renewal, and rejuvenation. Peace and harmony. The New Age, interest in alternative therapy and spirituality. Fame and fortune. A guiding light. Soothing after suffering. Finding the way. Hope. Nothing is impossible. Great luck and light in the darkness. So, that's what you are. You're the guiding light of renewal. Just find that so interesting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. So, it's going to be for June. So right now, you just want to quiet your mind. You know, how you can look at a reading is like we're taking a group trip to the High Priestess. We want to look at the tablets. We want to read the scrolls. We want to know what we can know, what we should know, what will help us. We want to know what we're going through, why are we going through it, what is its purpose. We're in love and our hearts are aching. Why? We're financially strapped. Can't seem to find a light. Why? What do we need to know? What can we know? Aquarius. Okay. So want to kind of calm ourselves down. Let go of any expectations. I apologize if you hear noise from my window. I'm going to tune it out. I'm good at that. Tuning things out. So I'm going to tune it out. But if you hear things, just know that my window is open. There's no weird spirits in my room. There's spirits in my room, but they're not weird. Okay, let's see what's going on. So I have the King of Wands, which came out as your first card. Came out before we actually had the chance to reshuffle it in. So I just wanted to look at who it was, what it was. So the King of Wands, which would be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You know, it did show itself in reverse. And I don't really feel like this is part of your spread, but I feel like what it's telling me is there's a lot of things that have been on hold. For some of you, there's action that's available to you. It's like you see it. You see this, it's like a glimmer of light. And it almost feels like you're in hangman mode, whether to follow that or not. So I feel like this is showing up, telling me more about things that are on hold than anything else. I don't feel like I'm really reading the negative parts of the King of Wands. I don't feel like that's what it's here for. Yeah, so let's get into your reading. And we'll see. We'll see. All right. Aquarius, what's going on for June? June. Look at that. We have another king. King of Swords as your first card. Could very well be you. Or this could certainly be another air sign. I'm definitely feeling like for a few of you, you've heard some difficult truth, something that you have heard. It was difficult to hear, and I feel like you've already heard it now. Could it be from this fire sign? It could be. It could be a truth about them. You know, especially if you're in some type of a partnership. This king feels very determined. So, you know, what I'm feeling is even though you heard the truth, um, it's like you're settling into it now. I have a feeling it wasn't easy. Okay, let's see what else is here. I have the Queen of Wands. So we had the King of Wands, and now I have the Queen of Wands. I wonder if somebody was married and, you know, was married or could still be married, no doubt. Because I have the Queen in the upright with the King in reverse. So I'm definitely feeling some of you are involved with a fire sign, or you would like to be. You know, I'm feeling that there is a connection here. You know, honestly, it feels like it goes beyond the 3D, the 4D. This could very well be a soulmate. I don't know if it's love yet. I kind of feel like it is because I do feel like someone was married, could still be married, but then here you are, here you come in. You know, whether you were seeking that person seeking you, it just, it's like energy. They couldn't help find each other. Okay, let's keep going. I have the Prince of Pentacles. So, with the King and the Prince of Pentacles mirroring each other, Aquarius, I feel like you want to ask someone to go on a long journey with you. It's weird how I chose my words. But I almost feel like that's what you're saying. Like, I want you on this part of my journey. Now, remember, this could be happening to you also. Always remember that in a reading. I like the energy. And by the way, no numbers, 0, which makes me feel good. Reminds me of the Fool, so I feel like it's, whoever this King of Wands is. If he is still, it could be she, but, if they're still in the picture, I just don't feel like they're going to be in the picture for long. Now, let me tell you one more thing. This does not have to be a fire sign, but it's definitely someone with those qualities of a fire sign. So it is someone who likes to be front and center. It's someone who I believe is very intuitive. I feel like whether this is you or them or both of you, I feel like there is this Well, it's like an energy connection. I don't know if it's like telepathic. It just feels like attracting like. Love attracting love. All right, let's keep going. We have the Strength card. Look at the fire that's coming up in your reading. So Strength, number one, is a card of Leo. Strength card's falling underneath you, though. And even if it's a Leo, could be with all the fire we have out here. What I'm feeling more about that is this is about the healing over. This feels like more about the healing over yourself. Like the effort that you have put in to control what feels like your demons, right? Control that shadow side. I'm also feeling like you are understanding your shadow side. Its purpose. You know, it's there for a reason, right? Um, hmm. You know, I always notice the infinity sign. As above, so below. As above, so below. Pretty much when I read the description of the star card, that's somewhat what I took away from that. Let's keep going. Look at this. We have the Four of Wands. What's going on here, Aquarius? I feel like some of you met your match. Like you met someone that you can't pull the wool over their eyes. Not that you're trying. You met someone who feels very equal to you. In Aquarius, you know, you are great thinkers. I mean, you truly are. You know, if I see that, the image of the thinker, I think of you. You have great minds. So does this person. It is truly like you met your match. Okay, let's keep going. I have the Six of Wands. So we're getting such beautiful cards here. You know, Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's mirroring the Strength card. I don't know why I'm talking about card by card. But it is showing me that you had to overcome a challenge. It's showing me that you had to overcome it. And, you know, if you haven't yet, I know that you will. I'm going to be honest. I feel like some of this can be an ego challenge. And I do feel like it's for you, okay? Of course, they probably went through the same thing because, again, you know, you met your match. Does that mean you're twin flame? I don't know. But you definitely met someone who stands face to face with you. You know, this is the type of person who takes the time to really understand what you are bringing forth. I feel like this person is a great listener, which you are too. Let's just take the rest of the cards, and then we'll go over the whole spread. So I have the Tower. And I have the Chariot. I mean, what can I say? I swear every time I get the Tower, I get something beautiful like this. So I'm really feeling for the majority of you, this King of Wands. And again, it doesn't have to represent a fire sign, but what it's representing to me is, there is no action. This is probably someone that you had to get over. I don't even know if I'm going to say get over, but you had, well, you didn't have to do anything, but it feels like you chose. And let me get our final card out here. So this comes to a 9. It comes to a 9. A 9 is all about the journey, right? The journey that we've been through. A 9 is about something coming to an end now. Like, okay, this, the heck is the word I'm looking for? Like this pinnacle. This is a new pinnacle of your life. This is a new time period of your life. Like it was meant to happen, right? Let me grab the card. I feel like the 7 of Pentacles should be here. But instead, look what showed up. Beautiful. So here I have you looking right at that chariot. Right at that chariot. I'm kind of going to read this backwards a little bit, but it's how I'm feeling it. I mean, if I look at what's mirroring each other, the Tower and the Star. And just going by the energy I feel. You could be looking at that tower like, are you telling me, Sandy, that I called in the tower? Yeah, I kind of am. The tower can represent destruction, the collapsing of a relationship, a partnership, many things. But what we want to remember with the tower is this is universal energy, right? So it's almost like your intuition knowing that there is something out there for you. But again, being caught up in whatever this represents for you. So it is kind of like your seeds of intention did not include where you're at now. You may be in a karmic relationship. You may be, you may be with someone where there is an important lesson you have to learn. You had to learn, or you're teaching them. That's what it feels like to me, Aquarius. It's like, I went out of this, I went out of this challenge. I went out of this, I'm willing to look at what I have gained. And listen, you always want to do that. Even if you're in pain. It's like, and especially with the Chariot in between. because the Chariot doesn't come until we have a real balance within ourselves. So, you know, it feels like a little hell, but it also feels like a little heaven. So I may feel trapped in hell, but my heaven is also showing itself. My seeds of intention. The Chariot comes to us when we're ready. You know, we could call in the Chariot, take me out of this, take me to the next place, but the Chariot will not come until you have found balance within yourself. So if it's due to a relationship, and even the destruction of a relationship, the balance from that is learning, what have I gained? How did it make me a better person? What knowledge will I take forward with me? Not about all the pain, this, that. You know, and for some of you, it could be, you know, I'm going to be honest, I feel like for some, you know, this King of Wands in reverse may be someone who doesn't want to let you go. Feels like you know, it's that feeling of you're mine. But you belong to no one, except for yourself, right? Okay. So it does feel like, and by the way, you know, so again, some type of truth is coming out, and I do feel like the truth is hard to swallow. However, at the same time, it definitely feels like it sets you free. Um, I feel like within your intuition, you've always known this. Dare I say, for some of you, it's almost like there's been like this fire in your belly, and it could have been misread as, okay, this must mean passion for this person, but I feel like it was almost a warning. Um, However you chose it, so a lesson will rise out of it. So it's not about beating ourselves up for our previous choices, because even if, let's say, we feel we went off path, you know, we're not with a soulmate. Believe me when I tell you that person is still in your life for a reason. Okay, they came into your life, you into theirs, for a reason. It wasn't just an accident. Doesn't mean I was supposed to live my life with this person, but I learned something. And even if it was hard to take, it has set me on a new path. Not everyone's going to be happy about this new path. It's impossible. But I feel like what it's saying here is that doesn't matter, you know, and I don't mean that in a mean, cruel kind of way, but truth be told, it doesn't matter. And for some of you who are connecting with another person, um, you know, it's like that same feeling within your gut, except there's no fire. There's not a burning as in red flags, as in warnings. It's quite the opposite. There's a peacefulness about it. You know, we have the Four of Wands right in the middle of your reading. Beautiful cards surrounding it. Four of Wands, you guys know I love this card because it when I'm doing a reading and if it's regarding love, it lets me know that there's sincerity here, that there is real love, that this is not a narcissist or, yet at the same time, I just want to say trust your gut, because you're on fire right now. Like, your intuition's on fire. There's someone you're either going to be connecting with or you've just connected with, who also, their intuition is on fire. I swear, it feels like energy that just found each other. You know, even if you were in a relationship with someone else, it's almost like it just it couldn't be helped. It couldn't be helped. You know, I guess we can't choose who and when we fall in love, right? $39, $40. Okay. Sorry, it took me a while to add this up. So it comes to a 40. Comes to a 4. Stability. This is what you're moving towards. You know, it's funny because I'm reading the line and what's is open with the Tower. Yet we have a 4. So whatever's being cut out of your life, whatever's fading away, let it fade. Because this is about you, Aquarius, and your own stability, feeling good within you. See the work that you've put in for yourself. And I don't just mean like spiritual work, but I do see that. But I also feel many of you have been working hard, planning your lives. You know, I go down here, I have the King of Swords, with the Four of Wands, and the Star attached. So, something new is opening up for you. Okay, let's bring out the crystal vision, and let's go a little deeper. I hope you guys can see okay. You know, for a few of you, why this new love is coming in, why this new energy, this like attracting like, why it's showing up, is because of self-awareness, is because you're like I feel this readiness, like I'm ready to commit to you for the rest of my life. And you mean it. But you definitely needed self-awareness first. You needed to know your own worth. You know, you could have been struck down, talked down to, yeah, definitely that kind of energy. And it's like you were absorbing that. It's definitely from a previous partner, for some of you, because certainly be with someone you're still attached to, but you want to leave. It does feel like I'm being somewhat degraded here. Um, You know, but you figure out that the bullshit they're giving you, the bullshit lines that they're giving you, just don't equal up to anything. They're wasted words, wasted breath, wasted energy. Don't allow yourself to feed back into it. And what I mean by that, because I feel some of you are still connected to this energy, although I feel like you're going to leave. You're going to find a way out. But in the meantime, don't absorb their energy. And I know that's a difficult task to ask, but there does seem like there's an importance for you now to stay in a higher integrity. I'm definitely feeling like that is how the energy moves you along. You know, it's like some of you you gave up hope, you gave up hope, you gave up hope. Okay. So it's showing me the mindset that you were coming from. And, you know, I just have to say for a few of you, this is merely just about you now being in that stage of, I'm ready to settle down. Okay, crystal vision. Look what's at the bottom. I don't know, guys. You think you're manifesting? You think you are manifesting, and some of you have manifested this tower in, and you may be in somewhat of a state of confusion over that, right? Like, what the hell? But it's like, I don't know, Aquarius. It's like, if it didn't happen in this way, it may have left you stuck in that energy, right? Like a hamster on a wheel, trying to get out of here, trying to get out of here, trying to get out of here. I can't. So universe picks up on that energy. And by the way, you also have a soul plan. And what it feels like to me is this is what's happening. It's a soulmate coming in. It's like the universe is saying, we must take something away to then give you this wish. But what they're taking away no longer serves you. There's no need for it anymore. I swear, Aquarius, I feel like I need to just figure out the lesson. And then it's like the universe frees me up, eases my mind, takes away guilt, allows me just to enjoy the natural energy. You know, the Chariot is falling right under the Four of Wands. So if we look at the Four of Wands, it is a marriage card. It is a celebration card. It is a celebration over love. Um, to me, it is the right one. The right one. And, it's that feeling of, yeah, you had to kiss a lot of frogs. But don't we all? So, and I know I keep saying this, but I honestly feel like for you, it's more about the more I can look at a situation and just pull out what that lesson was, what did I learn, what did I teach, how did it strengthen me, even though it felt like destruction, it is when everything starts moving forward. Okay. There's that page. Pentacles again. Look at this. The World card. So I didn't really ask a question, but what I was looking at was this King and Queen up here. So again, I have this Page of Pentacles, and I feel like, before I felt like this was the offer, but now I feel like, you're going to accept it, or you're giving this offer to someone else that they say yes, and then you're moving into the planning stages. And I don't mean like, we're sitting down and we're planning everything out. No, no, no. But you're talking about the future. There is like a real childlike quality about this, an excitement about it. And hello, the world. Why did the Tower have to come in? Because you're meant to be here. There's a new chapter that is ready to open up. It's like the universe sometimes can only wait for so long. It's the truth. But, I mean, come on, guys. This is about a new path. I don't know if path is the right word. This is definitely about a union. Excuse me, cards went flying. Okay, so I got 3 cards. Oh my. I have the 4 of Pentacles. I have the Knight of Wands. And I have the Ace of Cups. I feel like this is a new love for many of you. Now, when I say a new love, could you already know this person? Of course. But it's starting as a new love. I feel like you've been living in a world of restriction, whether self-created or probably a little both. If you allow, this is about movement, movement, movement. And I just want to clarify one thing. If you're in a happy marriage, this is not for you at all, okay? This is about a relationship that has broken down already. And this is about the energy of someone else, someone new coming into your life. Bringing, like, I don't know, man, definitely making you feel much more grounded. I feel even in the way that you're going to love this person is just so easy and kind of feels like the opposite of what you've been in. So here we are planning our new future. And let me tell you, it is done through fun. It is done through passion. I honestly don't know if you could say no to this person or they to you. That's how strong I'm feeling the energy. But it is about love. And it is about your life and what you choose to do with it and what you choose not to do with it. Because I am seeing the restriction at the same time. And maybe that's what you needed to hear, is that you have the right to do it with whatever you want with your life. It is your life. Period. You know, and for a few of you, I do feel like you're going to get a little bit of flack from, you know, if you're leaving this person. Well, you are. Some of you are leaving. Some of you are leaving. It's just the way it is. Um, I mean, it's clear as day to me. This new person comes in and they are, it's not even that they are doing it, it's within them, their energy force, which connected with your energy force, brings you this real, I don't know, it's like a peacefulness. It just feels, it feels right, is what it feels. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at this, look at this middle line. Well, there's that Seven of Pentacles. And look at that. It's coming out on the Strength card. Hello. Beautiful synchronicity there. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is all about planting those seeds of intention. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is about, you know, when I say planting the seeds have already been planted. It is more, you know, I'm prepared for harvest time now. Why is this new seed? We can look at this as your seed. We can look at this as your seed. What I truly want, what I ask the universe for. I'm ready now. I have the Ten of Swords coming out with that over strength. Strength trumps this card every day, all day long. And clearly, it is showing us what we need to do. Ten of Swords. This is about feeling, you know, it probably happened, but feeling like, you know, no one, you know, it's a feeling of like thinking someone has your back only to stab you in the back. But it happening over and over. Probably not just by one person. So this is definitely about things that people have done to us. This can be terrible, hurtful words, communication. But what it's showing me is, with the Seven of Pentacles here again, there's something that there was a lesson within all that. Those swords are opportunities to learn a soul lesson. Once it's learned, never has to be repeated. If it's not learned, it'll show up in another way, and then in another way, and then in another way, until you can look at it for what it truly was. 10 is about it coming to an end and you allowing it to come to an end. You know, it doesn't mean if you're with, you know, you're attached to someone else right now, but bam, here comes this energy that I can't refuse. you know, what I feel like is like don't allow yourself to get involved in, I don't know why I want to say like the evil conversation. I don't know why. Like the evilness. And I'm not really calling this person evil, but it's where they're coming from. Try your hardest not to absorb that. Again, there's that energy. So, you know, Aquarius clearly is showing us that your past meant to be. Your only job is to look at not just the heartache, but also the good things in your life. Because the Ten of Swords, or let me put it a different way, the Strength is showing that we can overcome this Ten of Swords. This is not about how I live the rest of my life, carrying this energy around. Like, you know, sometimes it can be the victim mentality, right? Even if you were a victim. But you don't want to live in that energy. It serves no one. So it's an opportunity, is what it is. Okay, because, hello, we're moving into the Four of Wands now. Alright, so let's look at this Four of Wands. I'm going to look at it by itself. You know, I definitely feel, too, that the people in this Four of Wands, you know, there's a healing property to both of you. So I don't feel like, you know, here we are two really clear-headed people. You know, there's still things, you know, there's still elements that need to be worked on. But at the same time, it's like whatever remains, the two of you seem to work it out together. Or, you know, if this is a question of self-worth, this other person is able to show you how worthy you are of the utmost love. I don't like the Ten of Swords is so close in one way, though, because it scares me that your mind will play tricks on you. That your mind may say, well, even though this energy feels lovely, you're probably going to stab me in the back like the rest. And it's not the case. And that's why you're being asked to look at it, find the lesson, let things fade away, and let things go away. We're not meant to live in our past, right? I mean, if we were, we wouldn't be born with amnesia as babies. We would remember our past lives. Okay. Oh, I got cards here. The Hangman and Temperance. Hmm. I don't feel like there's a need to move quickly here, okay? You may want to move quickly, and I don't feel like there's, you know, if you want to, do it. But I feel like there's not a need for that. This isn't something that's just going to go away. Unless you tell the person to go away. But honestly, at this point, I don't think that would happen. It's funny because it's like I have the positive energy and I have the negative energy. And kind of both wanting you. Though the negative is like, I don't know, it's a backwards type of energy. But we have Temperance here. And hello, she's coming out in the Four of Wands. And we have the Ace of Cups for some of you. Absolutely a soulmate. I already know it's a soulmate just from the energy alone, from the attraction alone. And I don't mean like, oh, baby, you're good looking. I mean the energetic forces pulling two people together. What does Temperance always say? It's about divine timing. You know, two cards to show us timing. One where we're not really moving forward. However, this is not a wasted energy. This is I'm seeking wisdom on my next step. You know, Temperance asks for an easy energy, a foot in the water and a foot on the land. You know, I just feel like this is beyond us on a human level. However, I also feel like what Temperance is saying is, there is going to come, I don't know if it's going to come like in a form of an epiphany, something where you will know without doubt this is the person for you, and you for they, and they for you. It's a beautiful mixing of energy. And by the way, did I not say when that came out, like you met your match? Well, you did meet your match because it's definitely soulmate. Could be twin flame. I'm going to throw that out there. Yet, if this is a twin flame energy, I want to tell you something. I feel, I don't feel the push and the pull or the running and the chasing. I don't feel any of that. And maybe why I'm not feeling it is because you were given that opportunity to really look at your life and look at those lessons and, you know, the challenges and how you have grown from it. And because they are your match, I feel like they also come in with that type of energy. You know, Six of Wands, victory. Victory over what was difficult energy. Hmm. So the universe brings in this Tower. And although it may feel like a curse when it happens, it is a blessing all the way. You know, this is something you've been requesting, something you're trying to manifest, something you've been trying to manifest. You know, it's funny, I'm looking at that hangman and I'm thinking for some of you, it may feel like it's been a long, long time. You may have been in a relationship with someone who, I don't know, it's not very loving. Let's just put it that way for a while. And for some of you, it is the resistance to love. You may say, I'm not ready. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. But the universe is telling you, you now are ready. But then it comes to your free will, whether you take it or you don't. You know, the hangman, you could be saying no to love, period. I'm never going to love again. It's up to you. That's what you're manifesting, if that's what you're thinking. I would say it a different way. I am in no rush for the universe to bring me the one that I am meant to be with. When the universe feels that I'm ready, then I will be ready. For a few of you, I just feel like you know, nope, 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 not going to accept it. Nope, nope, not my reading. Nope. I want to say to you that you can't help who you fall in love with. And I mean that in a good way, because I just feel like you won't be able to deny it. Even if you want to, you won't be able to deny it. Now, do you go forward? That is up to you. Remember that. It's always up to you. The universe can only do so much. And then it takes us to be proactive. I mean, my God, look at that. Do you think this is meant to be? All right, let's look at the Six of Wands. You know, and what I'm noticing with the Six of Wands is like this wand that he carries, you know, he's been through some type of battle. Look at that, the Chariot. So he's been through some type of a battle. And, you know, he won this battle. He, she, you won the battle, okay? You will win the battle if you haven't yet. And I'm saying a battle because it is, you know, it's not coming from easy energy. And for some of you, this battle that you're winning is this Ten of Swords. Because again, with the Chariot showing up after that. Here I have victory within myself, right? What I was going to say is on his wand is new growth. It is new growth. The Chariot. So we got to say Cancer, right? Because we have your major arcana twice here. You know, you could be Cancer watching, or you could be a Cancer that Aquarius is about to meet. Let me tell you what else I feel with this, though. I feel like what this is telling me is, you know, there's nothing to do with the card, so to speak, but this love just feels different. So, for some of you, it's like you have never experienced, you know, you've been in love. I don't think you've experienced this type of love, though. And this reading is so clear to me. It is about ending the battles of yesterday. And I mean it, Aquarius. That's what's, you know, it is about not, you know, if I'm allowing other people's mental energy to affect me, I need to look at that and I need to cut it off. This time period for you coming up, my God, does it look peaceful? And I feel for some of you, you're coming from quite the opposite. So here we have this Chariot over victory. Movement forward. You know, it could be a lot of different meanings. You know, this could be, I finally get to purchase that car that I've been looking at. That type of thing. I finally get to go on the vacation. But what I'm really feeling is it's more about the person themselves, the two of you, and the type of love. I don't know, Aquarius, I just feel like For some of you, you just never have experienced this level. Let's put it that way. And could you imagine if you took all this into this new relationship? Because you got to remember, even if you're soulmates, we're here in human form, right? We have this mind, imagination, this, you know what I mean? Well, I'm going to let that be. I think you understand what I'm saying. Okay, let's go down to the last line. You know what? I want to take one more card in the Chariot, actually. We have the Three of Cups, Justice, and the High Priestess. This is about a joyful time in your life. You know, justice is about making you feel whole again. Not just feel whole, but making you whole again. The High Priestess invites you to come to her, to look at the records, come through her veil. But the only way we can do that is with a peaceful mind, or meditation. If nothing else, this is telling you to trust that gut. Trust that gut. Yes, this Three of Cups could be prior someone who cheated before. But, you know, and for some of you, that probably is the case with an ex. But still, with justice beside it, is like, okay, what has happened has happened. As horrible as that is, what has happened has happened. This is pretty powerful energy right here. When I see justice, I think there's nothing I can't accomplish that's ahead of me. I feel she goes ahead and clears the path. But she's clearly showing that this is about listening to that intuition. You know, it's almost like your intuition is the Chariot, is what moves you forward. So this is about a time, and listen, you know, with justice here falling on the Six of Wands, if you're in a legal situation, maybe you're divorcing this person up here, you know? Maybe they were cheating. But with justice right here, it again lets me know, you know, you truly will feel no loss from this. Now, you could lose money, you could lose a house, you know, you could lose your job, not that that's going to happen. You could lose so much, but you feel like you gained the world. It is not about material items at all. And maybe someone's going to drag you through the mud over that. Think about it. Is this couch worth me fighting all day long? Or can I just get another couch when I move? You know, family heirlooms are one thing. And I don't know why I'm picking this up, but I do feel like that. Like, I feel like for some of you, the next step may be people arguing over what's mine. No, this is mine. And I feel like it's saying, you know, of course it's up to you, but you just won't need it where you're going. Let me put it that way. You won't need it where you're going. So if somebody wants that damn couch, give them the couch. If that is a victory to them, let them have that victory. Because it's really nothing to where you're going. I don't know. Somebody must be fighting over a couch. Okay. Let's go to, it's kind of like I don't even need to look at this last line, but we're going to. Excuse me. Card went flying. The Magician. I love that the Magician showed up in the Tower. Because you are starting this new path. This new journey. And the Magician is about reminding you of who you truly are. Of everything that you possess. I mean, you are mighty. You are mighty. And I feel like this tower coming down was because you weren't feeling your own power. Power was taken away or you gave it away. I mean, I love that number 1 showed up after the Tower. It just lets me know that it had to happen. I know what the Tower represents in my own life. So I think you probably all have an idea of what that Tower represents. Okay, let's keep going. Look at that. I have the 8 of Cups. Wow. Why does the Tower come? Because you don't want to be where you're at. You don't want your life to keep going the direction it is. This is the desire for more, for better, for what I deserve. So you have the Tower, the end, what felt like destruction. But then the Magician pops out, saying, Aquarius, you remember who you are. You remember what you're made of. You're not just this human form. You are mighty. And it's putting a fire in you. This is about going after my desires. And, when I think of the 8 of Cups, I'm walking away from those 8 cups, right? But where's she heading into? The 9 of Cups. A time when dreams start coming true. But what did she have to do? She had to have the desire, the willpower, and then the action. This is a beautiful representation of your intuition. Following your intuition. Again, it's taking you to the 9 of Cups. I don't know. I love that. And she is dressed in pink. And pink to me is about healing. And how beautiful is she's coming out of the Magician, right? Who is there to remind you of all that you are. I have the King of Cups. So now we're moving into the Chariot with this King of Cups. Water, right? Chariot, again, Cancer, which is water. Scorpio or Pisces. Could very well be who this person is in the middle, right? This person that was coming in. But this is more about the energy of the King of Cups. King of Cups is very romantic. Open, with his or her emotions. Very passionate. This shows me that this love flows everywhere. What do I mean by that? I mean, okay, let me tell you what I'm seeing, like how I see it. It's like two people who literally feel like you always want to be touching the other, right? There's something within their energy. It's like, right? But you feel that all the time. Like this is how you'll feel. And them to you, by the way, too. And what I'm feeling is this is not, I mean, this is going to be in all areas of your life. You know, I feel like I'm on a quest for fulfillment. And here it comes. Let's keep going. At the Ten of Wands. You know, it did show in reverse. But the Ten of Wands is about a burden. You know, it's like we all have that cross we have to bear. We all have those journeys that we have to take. It is not about giving up, right? This is, you know, this is the energy it feels like. Like just when you're ready to give up. I'm hoping what the universe is saying is this person enters. But I don't think it's so much about that. I feel like it's more about, well, for some of you, it is the fact that you tend to take on other people's problems. And then their problems become your problems. But you do that by choice. You know, and I'm sure you bring solutions. But I feel like you carry more than you need to. You know, the Eight of Cups there, you know, it is the desire to live for myself now. Some of you could have raised your children, right? And it's like that need to, you know, okay, what does life offer once your children leave the house? I don't know. Like, I'm feeling all kinds of things here. Nonetheless, we all had to walk this journey. And it's about whether we let it come to an end or not. We can see the sun peeking out there, right? And it's exactly where they're heading to. Can even be illumination of why these last 9 years have been so difficult. Felt difficult. Doesn't mean there wasn't joy. You know, what I feel like it's like your soul is saying, okay, enough challenges already. Let's get to the good part. But, you know, if you never had anything bad, then you won't know what good is. If you've never experienced heartache, then, well, I don't know who hasn't. I don't know. I feel like we all have, in one form or another, right? But we're in the Chariot now. And again, we have that 10. So it's the ability to let that now go, right? No, I shouldn't have said it that way because I feel really what it's saying is you are almost at that door, at that mountaintop. You know, it's like you're standing before the high priestess. And I want to look at the records. Almost. I feel for some of you, like you really go out of your way for other people. You know, you really go out of your way for other people. Some have appreciated, but many have not. Some have, though. And I feel like that's what you hang on to. The ones that haven't, let it go. Let it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, what I do love is, you know, though we don't like the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, or what have you, we don't really like to see that energy. What we got to remember about it is the lessons within it, so then we can move out of it, because it wants to end. It wants to end. Let's keep going. You know, is this King of Cups going to help end this burden for you? Well, it certainly looks like that in some ways. May even somehow allow you to understand everything. I have the Two of Wands, and I have the Queen of Cups. So now we have a couple here. I love that the King and the Queen of Cups showed up for you as this couple. You know, you may be a water sign who's just intuitively guided to watch. But if you're Aquarius, I feel like Aquarius, what this is saying to you is not just about, well, you know, it's like attracting like. I feel like this is going to be a passionate relationship. And we have the Two of Wands here. So it shows me that, you know, even if you have met this person, for many of you, I don't feel like you are physically with them. Not yet. But this is the beginning of. So it's showing me down here that there will be physical union. Why? It's what you wanted. Okay, let's look at the star. So we're looking at the star. And yes, this is your major arcana. And we really know the meaning of it, right? It's got so many different meanings, but it is about hope. You know, when you're manifesting, when you're trying to manifest something, you've got to believe it. Don't try to manifest something and then say to yourself, well, that'll never happen. You just canceled it out. Ask, believe, and be patient. What feels like miracles happen every single day. This is a great relationship. And, you know, listen, I know all about the king, you know, and how, you know, he can be a charmer and this and that. I'm not feeling that negative part of it. I'm only feeling the positivity of this. I definitely feel like this is talking about love. Love and passion. And wanting You know, it's different because it's like we want to be together. You know, let me give you an example. Like, you know, let's say you're the queen and Kathy calls you and says, "Hey, let's go to the bar." But the king is home. Not that the king would tell you, "No, you can't go out with Kathy." But you would rather be with your king, and your king would rather be with you. You know, another thing I love about this, I feel like temptation could be thrown at both of you when we get to this point, and it will just bounce right off of you. I really feel like you're untouchable here. Okay, what do I got down here? So I have the Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. It feels like exactly what I said earlier. I have to believe that what I put out there, that my seeds of intention will come back to me. It's almost like I'm worrying here. Will this ever come in? Will I ever have equal treatment? Equal balance? Will I ever have someone give to me as I give to others? Worry over love. If you know who you are on a soul level, if nothing else, I hope this reading helps you with that. You understand that you don't need this worry. And I know that's what it's talking about. Like, if I am going to plant that seed of intention, I have got to believe and I have to have the patience. Plant it, forget about it, and go on with your life. It will show up. But my God, we don't want it to show up when we're in this type of energy. Because what am I manifesting back to myself? Fear. So for some of you, you know, and I kind of feel with this being a 9 too, that this is where you're at right now. And even with the King of Swords, it opened up your reading something about the truth. For some of you, I feel like it's the truth over yourself. The truth of seeing what how I've even been hurting my own miracles from coming in. Okay. Quite interesting. Let me pick up all these cards. And we'll do a final clarification. Oh. You know, I wanted to add this row down the middle because here is this person coming in. Okay. Again, this person could already be in your life. But this is definitely about one of you wanting to move. This is about wanting to move it forward. I know that. So anyways, I'm looking down here. It equals up to an 11. And to me, the 11 is about an open portal. We had the High Priestess, right? Like an open portal to feel. This is like a year of feeling my way through. you know, kind of meant to be. And then when we break that down, it's a 2. And to me, a 2 is about something new, a new time, a new path. Mixed with that 11, I mean, that meant this is meant to happen. Okay. All right, we're going to do final clarification. Anything else that needs to come out that has not come out? Any clarification? Final messages for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and those intuitively guided. Final messages. Okay. 2 of Swords. There's that King of Cups again. So, I don't know. You know, 2 Swords is about needing to make a decision. I feel like a 2 Swords is all about using my intuition. I do feel 2 Swords is a spiritual card. You know, it's about, how do I say this? It's almost like not allowing your mind to get involved, but I mean it in a way, yes, your logical mind, but be careful. Well, you know, what will be, will be. Because I can't tell you, yes, go ahead, or no, don't go ahead. But so you are going to be faced with that, right? You're faced with that question. I love that the King of Cups came back out again, because, you know, this is definitely showing us that this person, by the way, and this King of Cups, looking right back at you. I have the Death card. Card is Scorpio. You know, it is seen by the King of Cups. But the Death card is about allowing something to end, right? So the 2 of Swords and Death card are mirroring each other. So it is whether I am going to allow one thing to end so something new can begin. It is definitely you making a decision, but this is a final decision. This is, I don't go back, right? This is, I'm closing the door on something. And it is what this King of Cups, the energy of the King of Cups, is asking of you, but you also know yourself. You know, and this adds up to a 15, which would be a 6. And it is about moving up, you know, going forward. It is about periods when your life, you know, are only getting better and better. This King of Cups has a lot to offer, male or female, again. It's, you know, well, I don't know. Let's keep going. You know, I feel like for a few of you, where the major problem comes in is really within your hearts. because I feel that, and this is just for a few of you, you know, you're in something now. Maybe a partnership, may just be a different town, something. I do feel like, you know, you are giving something up in return for this, but it is something you needed to give up. Okay. Um, I'm telling you, this is about following your energy, following the energy. And this is not about being in your mind. It's a 6 of coins, 6 of pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know, man. It's just going to happen. It's almost like living in a life where there was no balance. But understanding why, how, what was my part in it, what was someone else's part in it, seeing it, understanding it, closing the door to it, allowing this new energy to come in. This is loving, loving energy. It's definitely showing me a new balance, right? A new balance. Again, this is your match. Equal. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So again, making this offer. Bringing you this pentacle. Whether that be a form of their love. You know, if that's an earth sign, that could be how they show it in the beginning, right? Through some type of material, could be like through flowers or something like that. There's no resistance down here. All weapons are put away. You know, it's like there are no false masks being worn. I'm going to take another one. I know. You know, and what I'm noticing is, look at the white. Look at the white. White to me means honesty. It means purity. It means if it's a person, I come to you pure. In other words, I don't come to you to manipulate. I come to love. Oh, what the heck? Ace of Cups. Hello. Will you say yes? Or will you say no? You know, I'm noticing the wings on this cup. It's making me wonder, does that mean this cup's going to fly away? Is it going to leave me if I don't acknowledge it? You know, I know those are the wings of an angel. Many decks represent the Ace of Cups as the hand of God offering this cup. It is about unconditional love. Just feels like something very holy about this Ace of Cups. A higher type of love, higher calling. It just feels maybe always meant to be. Definitely showing us when we close the door to our past, new opportunities arise. There is new love that will find us, that comes to us. We find it. It's not that we're searching. Not this type of love. This is soulmate. Okay? Soulmates will find each other. It will just happen. However, if you are in a situation where there's a lot of things going on, I don't know. I feel like what it's saying is, make sure you have control over yourself more than anything. It's having control over yourself, your own actions, and make a decision. Make a decision. Because it's almost like if I don't make a decision, right? If I don't put an end to something, do I get to see this Ace of Cups? It's really weird the way I'm feeling it right now. It's like, yes, it still presents itself, but will you see it for what it is? I hope. So, do not allow your head to rule you through the month of June. Listen to your intuition. Strongly listen. If and I literally feel if something is wrong for you or someone, you're going to feel like a burning. It's almost like, I guess you can compare it to like heartburn, right? But it's deep within your gut. And if something is right for you, you feel that. I can't overthink it. I can't analyze something to death. This is about getting out of your head and allowing yourself to feel the energy for the month of June. Look at this dog just patiently waiting as you're going through that. So I feel like it's like somebody, and I know it's the dog, but I feel like someone is waiting for a decision. So weird, I just noticed the X, like I'm crossing someone out. What a nice balance here, too. I have one sword. I have 3 cups, water, emotions, love, balance. And I have 2 pentacles, stability, security, feeling the connection. It's almost like what was created above is now coming into my 3D world. Created above. Don't overthink this. If it feels right, it is right. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. It just feels like it's that simple. Close the door to what you need to close the door to. Even if it's an old way of thinking about you. Remember your power. Remember your worth. Remember who you are. Remember the I am. I am here. I am here. I am here. When you're mixed in crap, I am here. Which means none of this other stuff really means anything, right? I'm here as a soul. I am here. I am here. Okay, Aquarius, I think I'm going to leave it there. Yep, all love. I'm sure I could have read this as jobs, but it's like You know, just like I'm asking you to follow your intuition, I also have to do the same. Period. I just do. So, what a beautiful time period. It's, you know, this is talking about real balance, real love. It may, you know, it may require movement. And what I mean by that is it may require someone to move. Um, you know, maybe you, because earlier I had that, you know, saw you fighting over material things. But again, that won't even matter. I'm just telling you, it just won't matter. It's almost like you are seeing that these material things in life hold no weight, right? When we go to our deathbed, think about that. You know, we're on our deathbed, and we never lived the life that we truly knew was in us. That is what you call regret. This is about not living in regret and going after it. But it's always, always your choice. All right, guys. I love you so much. Wow. Very loving, very straight to the point reading. You know, before I let you go, I want to look at this death card. And, you know, for some, this is definitely going to be a Scorpio with the King of Cups sitting next to it. But even if it's Scorpio, I feel there's still something. So I do want to look at that just a little deeper. Okay, well that makes sense. Holy shit, does that make sense? With the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Staffs, the Four of Wands. Manipulative energy. Doesn't have to be, but it's going into this Ten of Swords. This is definitely showing me someone else in your life. Maybe more than one person. Listen, but I want you to see this for what it truly is, because I do feel that earlier energy where, you know, we had the Star and the Nine of Swords. This is what I'm feeling. I feel like it's relating directly to this. So what am I putting an end to? Well, clearly a relationship that I thought was going to go the whole way, right? This was going to be it. Let's not forget, the King of Swords came out first. King of Swords is about the truth. So you're finding out about someone. You're finding out about their ways, or you have known. We are doing this on the death card, so it is showing us that this is where the ending needs to be. Someone that you were committed to and was committed to you. Is this heavy, heavy, heavy energy. And man, has it been weighing you down? I mean, think about it. How much more do you want to give to someone like this who is only manipulating you? Doesn't mean someone doesn't love you. Sometimes I feel like a manipulator just doesn't know any other way. You know, sometimes I feel sorry for them, though I don't want to be with them. Yeah, because everyone has love within them. And you know what I'm also feeling is this person may have been very reliant upon their mother or their father, like one of their parents may have spoiled them. You know, it's almost like, I hate to blame the parent, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. So maybe that's a clue, like a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, that type of energy. I'm glad I looked at that. So what I wanted, I know, I was going to end this, but I wanted to look at this Knight of Coins and the Ace of Cups together. There's the High Priestess again. Well, hello, Ten of Pentacles. Chariot. I mean, come on, some of you are definitely in love with a Cancer. Could also be Pisces, though. But we're looking at this Knight of Pentacles going into this Ace of Cups. My God. You know, it's like the High Priestess is saying, you don't even have to come to me. I'm coming to you. I've opened everything up so that you can feel your direction. This is your happily ever after. You know, 10 of Pentacles. This is about having a good life. Living the good life, right? And isn't it funny how earlier in the reading I was talking about fighting over material things and just letting them go? Because look, they come back. This is with someone that you truly want to be with now. High Priestess is saying if you have balance in yourself, you will feel this energy, you will know this energy, and you can trust this energy. You've had repeating cards, and that tells me that, you know, we need to pay attention to the messages, including myself. You've had the Chariot so many times now. Can you see how the universe is like, wait, you know, the Chariot doesn't move forward until we have that balance, until, you know, that balance between the shadow and the light. That is when the Chariot comes in. So, can you see how by allowing things to go that just don't serve us anymore anyway, brings you in a whole different life? You know, with this Knight of Pentacles. You know, when you look at this pentacle, you have to think about it, right? Because this pentacle is everything and not easy to come by. But here is this pentacle being offered to you. And it's telling you, this is true love. This is love you can trust. You know, all the weapons are down. It doesn't feel like there's any need to fear it. Though you may fear it just because of your past, there is no reason to fear it. Listen to your intuition. It's taking you to the Ten of Pentacles. It's taking you to your love and your love to you. It is connecting energy. And I'm telling you, for some of you, this is love that you've never felt before. It's showing me how in the past you may have been manipulated and all that. This is not what's coming forward. And if you've any fear still attached, then my advice is to take things slow. Because those red flags will always show themselves. The signs are always there. The feeling within your gut. Those are the things to pay attention to. Not what Charlie says about Nancy, right? It's like a higher calling for you. Okay, guys, I am going to leave it there now. I don't know. I found it quite beautiful. I found a lot of messages in there for myself included. But, you know, that's not unusual for me. It's funny, now all of a sudden I hear the cars on the road because I've kind of come out of the trance. It's beautiful. I hope, you can be receptive to it. And I think that's how I should leave it. Okay, guys, I love you so much. You know that. And your love has truly moved mountains for me. So thank you. I thank you for your subscriptions. Still blows me away. I welcome anyone who's new. I thank you for your donations so much. I am ran only by donations at this point. So thank you. Thank you so much. I think June is about getting out of our heads. It's about allowing joy to seep in wherever we can find it. And it is about a spiritual path coming up. For some of you, it's going to be mind-blowing. Well, for everyone, it's going to be mind-blowing, but for some, you're just going to feel like, I didn't even know this type of love existed. It does. It does. All right, guys, I love you so much. I'm sorry I didn't do the weekend update this weekend. I was really, I don't know, my energy was low, but I feel great today. So if my energy is low, I don't like doing a reading. I don't want my energy to pour into your reading. You know what I mean? So, but I feel great today. So I hope you do too. Okay. My God, am I talking? Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.